Hi, scrappy, crafty friends. We're on part 3, the home stretch. We're going to get there. We can do this. um, Yesterday, I'm on the hunt for pretty plates because I mentioned in another haul video that I want to do a plate wall at where my booth is. So one of the first stores I went to, I spotted this one. It's $1. And it is becoming sort of my favorite dishware is the Mikasa, and it's a Mikasa. I looked it up though; it doesn't have a lot of value. It sells on eBay for around $5. You know, not a lot of value, but it'll be a nice addition to my plate wall. So there's plate number 1. Plate number 2, I paid $2 for this. This was in one of the shops where they don't price everything, but I think the fellow was in a fairly good mood, so he gave me this for $2. It is by A.J. Wilkinson Limited, England, and the pattern is called Miniver Rose. And I did look this up, and sort of combining it between Etsy and eBay. Where's my note? Roughly around $40 is the average price for this plate. And this one would be well worth that because it is in excellent condition. So very pretty, really happy to get that. It's still in excellent condition, don't worry. This one I picked up for 50 cents. I'm not sure of value, but I have noticed that hotel ware and restaurant ware is becoming sort of a hotter item. This is Duraline by Grinley Hotel Ware, England, and it has the pattern number. I've seen pieces of this over the years. I actually had some of this just because I like this pattern. So I just grabbed that for 50 cents, and I don't know what price I'm going to put on it. And then this one just appealed to me again, and it was in the same store. And so the guy said to me, oh, yeah, it's pretty plain, $22, you know, just $2. Okay, fine, yeah, that's good. And I like it. It's a Sovereign Pottery, which is a Canadian manufacturer, and I do like to pick up Canadian dishware whenever I can, the older dishware. Oh, the flies are coming out. Anyway, I looked this up. I wasn't even going to look it up, but I was having my coffee this morning, and I just thought, oh, I'll look that up. And it averaged out between Etsy and eBay at $80. It is 1950s, so I think what's happening is everything MCM, mid-century modern, is like becoming super hot, because I can't think other Sovereign Pottery stuff it's not cheap, like it's got a bit of value, but like this is crazy. This is, you know, it's lovely. I really like it, and I got it because I like the shape and I like the color. So I don't think that's going on my plate wall. I think that's most definitely hopefully selling next Saturday when I'm at the Vintage and Collectible show. Probably I'll put 35 on it because it does have a stain. It has a bit of crazing, so we'll see. This just falls into the category of I'm too cute, too beautiful for words. It's called Prairie Rose Hand Painted Collection Tabletops Unlimited, made in China, dishwasher safe. So, you know, it's totally modern, but it just really appealed to me. It's very pretty. It reminds me a little bit of the oh, who's that girl that has the cooking show and she has the pretty dishware? Isn't that awful? I can't think of her. Somebody. Pioneer Woman. I love her stuff. I really love her stuff. It's so pretty. I wish she would make it in melamine. It's just too heavy. I couldn't live with her stuff. It's too heavy. But this is pretty. I'll pop $5 or $6 on that into my booth. So I am not a collectible plate kind of person. They've never appealed to me, none of the collectible plates. In all the years I worked in the Salvation Army, we'd get hundreds of them through. And there's still a lot of people who are interested in buying them. But I saw this yesterday. I asked the fellow for a price. He sold it to me for $1. This is a collector plate series that was put out by Watkins. And I believe Watkins was sold door to door and has been since like the late 1800s. It's everybody used to have some Watkins products in their medicine cabinet. So anyways, it appealed to me. It was just that I thought it was sweet. And it really doesn't have any value. They sell on eBay for about $5. But I might actually keep my eyes peeled because I have a little grandson and a little granddaughter. And it's all these two children in different situations on the plates. And the fall one is very cute. So just something kind of cute that, you know, maybe I can get a little collection together and hang it in my granddaughter's bedroom or something like that. So that's just something that appealed to me. And then talking about things that appeal to me, this is my other obsession. I love Tupperware. This is modern. I'm not sure when this came out, but it's sugar and creamer, and the lids, I like the lids. They're nice, tight-fitting lids. And, you know, that'd be nice to go for picnics or just if you're sitting out in the backyard. And I can think of a million excuses for why I bought it, but I just bought it because I love Tupperware. So I think I've already told the joke about it went around Facebook, and the two old gals are standing next to their friend's coffin, and one says to the other, "Oh, Edna would be so happy she loves Tupperware because they've got her laid out in a see-through Tupperware coffin." Well, that's me. My sister says she's going to find me a Tupperware coffin when I kick off. This, I saw, there was actually two of them on the shelf, but one of them was melted on the side. But this takes me back. It is a napkin holder from a restaurant. And I used to work in a restaurant in the 70s, and we had these on, every table had one, and then along the counter where people would sit, you had them. And was one of your jobs at the end of the night was to refill these with the napkins. So that just, I thought was pretty cool. I think I can probably sell it for around $10. It's made by Orchid Paper Products, Los Angeles, California. So kind of cool, totally retro. And these I picked up. I'll take these to the vintage show with me next week. They are just a nice pair. I've got the pair of pillowcases, and they're very, seem to be 1970s, that sort of pattern. So I've got two. They're in lovely condition. And then this pair are done, have been done with the stitchery and the crochet, and it's beautiful. They are in excellent condition. They're absolutely in excellent condition. I'm not sure when they were done, but I will say that this fabric, this pillowcase, is really good quality. And I was thinking to myself that may be one of the reasons why more and more people are getting into secondhand, and it's actually been the reason why I've always been in secondhand, because you can get things that were very good quality, that were everyday back in the day, and they lasted. Things lasted. I was in a store yesterday, I won't say who they are, but a big store, and I saw a Paw Patrol throw, and my grandson loves Paw Patrol, and I thought, I'll treat him, you know. It was, I think it was like $15 or something. And I took a better look at it, and it was, I want to say this politely, it was garbage. It was months away from going to a landfill. It was horrible. It probably wouldn't have washed more than twice before it literally fell apart. It was one of those things that's not made of any natural fiber. God only knows what it was made of. And I feel sad that we're making products like that that are so close to being in a landfill. And I understand that the demand is for cheaper and cheaper and cheaper things because everybody's on a tight budget. But the other when I say I always bought secondhand too, was that as a young woman, I was very into fashion. I loved fashion, and Laura Ashley was the thing. I loved her clothes. And I remember one of the early times when I was thrift shopping, getting 2 or 3 outfits that were Laura Ashley outfits that, you know, that's designer label stuff, and how thrilled I was to get that kind of quality. And actually, once I wore them to death, then I cut them up and I made them into other things. You know, I refashioned things before it was fashionable to refashion things. So anyways, that's my little rant. Sorry. So there's the other one. They're beautifully done. So I'll just give them a freshening up, and they'll go into the show with me. This was a moment of madness. I don't know why. It was $1. I don't do Stitchery. I don't. So I kind of maybe thought, the colors attracted me. I could maybe use this thread in junk journals somehow. This did attract me. There's a whack of these in there, and I do make my own ribbons. So I thought, oh well, I could wrap my ribbon around those. And I do love little organizing things. So even if I take all the stuff that's in it out of it and put it in a bag and donate it, I've still got a nice organizer. But I've really not an explanation for that. One of the stores that I go to always has free magazines under the counter, and that's something I really do appreciate because as an older person, I'm on a fixed income, and magazines are expensive. I understand why they're so expensive because I used to work for a magazine way back, and I'm not complaining, but it's just that they're just not something that's in my budget. And I do really enjoy magazines. I always have. And so I just picked up these 3. This one's Jamie. I love Jamie. When you watch him cook, he's just like bing, bang, boom, throwing this in, throwing that in, smashing something and throwing it in. And it always comes out looking so good. I'm always hungry after I watch any of his television shows. This is a nice magazine. So that'll be fun to read. And then the quality of the paper that's in here will be nice to be used in a junk journal as well. And my time is, I got time for 2 quick things. This is sweet. It is a Pyrex. It is one from England. So they're not sold over here. This has come from England with someone who's moved here. And missing the lid. I'll have to work on that. And I think the pattern was called Emily. It's quite sweet. Can you see it? I've got such weird lighting here. Sorry about that. And then this one is an older Fire King made in the USA. Anchor Hawking Fire King. So somewhere along the line those 2 companies merged or did something. So that's an older piece with just a transfer wear on the side. So if it sells, it sells. If not, I like it. And just a few seconds, grab this, 50 cents. Happy Mothering Sunday. Everybody does this. It's a wild Welsh woman. Happy Mothering Sunday. My mother has been gone for many years. She was a wild Welsh woman. And in Great Britain, they're celebrating Mothering Sunday today. So happy Mothering Sunday. And cheers to my crazy Welsh mom. All right, everybody, take care. That's almost 15 minutes. I'm getting good at this. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.